What's up, everybody? My name's Karl Duran, and this is Life Confidential. Each week we meet here to talk about how to help you reclaim your truth with a new direction and clarified vision. Last week we talked about how to live your purpose, and I hope you had a chance to watch that video. If you didn't, take the time to go back and watch that. Today we're going to talk about how to define your imprint on the world. And this is something that I know we can all struggle with. What do we do with our imprint? What do we do with our passion? And how do we just keep going? I like to watch movies, and my wife is a big fan of some cult classics. She loves Lord of the Rings, and I don't get it. Lord of the Rings is just not my type of movie. And I know I'll probably get all kinds of messages from people telling me how I just need to watch it again. But I've watched every one, and I just don't connect with that storyline. I sit there and my wife is hitting me saying, "Oh, this is so good," telling me how much she loves it. And I'm sitting there just going, "Okay, sure, we're going to keep watching this." Another movie that I kind of like but am not too fond of is Star Wars. I appreciate the idea of it, good versus evil, the whole paradox between love. I understand the idea, but to me, it's just about aliens and ships that look really goofy and a guy with a good catchphrase. Everybody's different. Another one that people are big fans of is Harry Potter. And I know this one is probably the most famous out of them all. People love Harry Potter. We have Harry Potter World. But this to me just doesn't click either. I try and I try and I try, but it can't compute in my brain. The thing about Harry Potter is it's actually written by somebody who is a lot like us. J.K. Rowling went through her life and she had many times where she faced rejections. Her book was not published by dozens of publishers. She battled things in life. Her mom died in her 20s of MS. Her dad, she had a falling out with him, and she hasn't talked to him since 2003. She was a single mom trying to raise a kid and even battled with depression and suicidal thoughts. She started writing Harry Potter at the age of 25, didn't even finish the series until 32, and then at 42 is when the series really kind of hit and took off. These are the types of circumstances that I love to hear. That never quit mentality. She never let depression take over her circumstances. She never let her fear of not becoming who she wanted to be control her life. And sometimes we need to do that. Sometimes we just need to take a breath. This is something I try to put in my life all the time. The ability to just slow down, not focus on the circumstances around me, and take a breath. How many times do we let life hit us in the face because we're worried about whether it's passed us by? Too many times we say, "Oh, I missed my boat. I missed my ship. Oh, it's gone. I can never do it again." But how many times have we gotten over that and moved past? And when we did, we reflected back on it and said, "Wow, I was just young. I was just living in this circumstance. And I just let it control me for no reason." Sometimes we need to realize that it's not over. To just take a breath. I would love for each and every one of you to spend this next week, when life hits you, when times hit you, when frustration hits you, to just slow down and take a breath. Take a breath. And don't let the circumstances of life impact our vision, impact our passion, and impact the direction that we're going. Another thing that we can do is realize that it's about pace over perfection. I'm a person who strives for perfection a lot. I've been wanting to do this whole life confidential thing for years. I've talked about it. My wife has told me, as long as we've been married, you need to go in there and talk about your life. You need to talk about what you faced. And I just suffered by paralysis by analysis. Is anybody going to watch? Is anybody going to listen? Am I doing this for myself? Am I going to stumble through everything? Are they going to know that I didn't graduate high school till I was in my 20s? Are they going to know that I didn't go to college early? That I wasn't as articulate as everybody else? Are they going to pick apart everything I say? It kept me in a point to where I wasn't able to focus on what was truly going on in my life. All the things that I had overcome. The great marriage. The awesome kids I have. The ability to go and connect and make money and live life the way I would have never dreamed I could. Don't overthink each step. The most important step you may take is the continued step. The time that you don't know how to do it, but you've got to pick that foot up and move forward. No matter what life looks like or is made of in front of you, move forward. And the last thing I want to talk about is how you can keep hammering. Keep hammering, keep moving forward. If we keep moving forward, no matter how hard it may be, where we will find ourselves will be different when we get to that point. It will always be different. It will always move on and look like a completely different mountain. I love to go out and go hiking up hills. And I love to go hiking up hills because when I first look at it and I'm standing down in the ground and I look up, it looks so big. It looks so large. And then you start going. And as you're going up, you start to get to one cliff and you look over and you go, oh, I'm pretty high up. And then you keep going, okay, but there's more. And you keep going and there's more. And then you keep going and there's more. And next thing you know, you're standing on top of this mountain. You're standing on top of this hill and you're looking out and you're going, oh my gosh, I just walked up this. And it didn't take that long. And it didn't hurt that bad. But I was able to focus and keep going. And because I did, I was able to get over this mountain. That's life. We have to keep hammering. We have to keep moving forward. I'm inspired by people that have this gene in them. There's a guy named Jocko Willemick, and he's got this fantastic little thing that he does every morning on Instagram. He goes on and he works out in the morning, every morning, and then he takes a picture of his watch with his phone and he posts it. 4:30 in the morning, he's already done with his workout. He's already put in work. That guy is going after it. He keeps hammering. He is so inspiring to me. I love following his feed and waking up at 7 and going, oh my gosh, I got so much going on. Waking up at 6, oh my gosh, there's so much going on. And realizing that this guy's already been hitting it for 3 hours. He's already been working. He's already been hammering. He's already been going forward. Find those people that inspire you. Find those people that inspire you to work harder, to be better, to keep going. I follow Jocko Willemick. He inspires me every day. Maybe it's The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. That guy works more than I've ever seen. Maybe it's Joe Rogan. Maybe it's somebody that's in your world that you follow, that you see, that's inspiring because they just keep going no matter what. Find those people. Let them inspire you. Jocko's got this great video that I'm going to share on the page. And it's called Good. And every time I start getting down, every time I start thinking like, oh my gosh, what's happening with my world? What's happening around me? I put on this video and it kicks me in the butt. In the video, he talks about your circumstances aren't good. Good. Everything's falling apart around you. Good. You don't know how to take that next step. Good. Suit up. Get ready. Move forward. if you're still alive, if there's still lungs, if your lungs are still full with breath, if your heart is still beating, you have a chance to make a difference. You have a chance to move forward. You have a chance to be better. Good. So I want to challenge you this week, no matter what you're struggling with, no matter what you think you deserve, no matter what is faced what mountains you're faced in front of, take a look at them and say, good, I'm going to move forward. I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to settle. I'm going to make it good. I want to thank you all for following Life Confidential. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube page. Follow my Facebook page. Follow the Instagram pages. Share your stories. Share what's going on. Be sure to let everybody know that here at Life Confidential, you can come and hear more about how to move on and how to reclaim your truth, how to gain clarity, and how to live with your purpose. Next week, we're going to talk about how to plan with purpose. We'll specifically talk about planning. I'm going to break down some nuts and bolts that I've taken into my life that's helped me and show me how to move forward. And I'm so excited for each and every one of you that watch this video, and I look forward to connecting with you again next week. Thanks again for following Life Confidential.